how we want to give y'all the BNB. We want to give them rewards out, right? We want to make sure it's fair. Yeah, everybody wants a little slice for sure. Can mute this up in a minute here. Now it is going to be a little delayed for people that are in Telegram. It's going to be sooner. They'll hear everything sooner. Sorry, the delay will be on YouTube. And then, yeah, at some point near the end, we'll do a Q&A. So get your questions ready if you have any questions. What's up, Crypto Raven? Hope I'm saying that right. We got some more guys up in the Telegram. Ragnar, Damoon, MJ, Cryptos, Big Toe. We got the Big Toe up in here. Might be some more names I can add here. Oh, here we go. Here's the guy.
Yo, that's what's going on. Just,
all right, man, the myth, the legend here.
So let me make a little announcement in my channel, and I will pause the chat and there's no one can text, so I can concentrate.
Sounds good.
Get that done now and I'll be back.
Maybe we paused the music a little early, but that's all good. Oh, maybe I can slap it up over here. Oh, it will get sent. Yeah, don't you worry, guys. We've got a mad team here. These guys are committed to the long term. I mean, even some little words around, length. We'll definitely talk about during this game.
Alright, I'm back. I just had to make that announcement, close the chat, tell the team not to comment so it stays there. I appreciate that little minute there, so thank you.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are, bro. So let's send it.
Yeah, so welcome, Crypto Kratos. We've been here for a while now together. I've known you since the Baked Bean V1. So really appreciate finally getting to sit down and have a little fireside chat with you, a little lounge AMA, so to speak, and hear some thoughts about the past and the future of your journey in crypto.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, and thanks for the support along the journey as well. It's been a few years, so it's good to see some people stick by me, and yeah, it's nice to see. So I really appreciate the support that you've shown, and it's finally good to be here and do our first live AMA together. So hopefully we can get some more done in the future as well.
Yeah, for sure. Would love to do that. As you know, I've been supporting the whole time, and going into that, we could start right away just with what got you started in crypto and what keeps you interested in this space, because as we all know, it can be a bit of a crazy space, and emotionally and mentally it can really take a toll on people. So that's why I think it is difficult for some people, I think, to find interest in the space and stay interested. So just wanted to hear your take on that.
So crazy attracts crazy, right? I'd say I'm a little bit nuts in that sense. I was a chef for an extended period of time, from when I was about 15, 16, up until when COVID struck. So when COVID struck, I've always been interested in technology, how it works, and finance as well, something that my parents didn't really teach me much about. But I wanted to be able to create some generational wealth for not myself, but my daughter as well. So I got into crypto essentially back around just before COVID, and was dabbling a little bit here and there. And then once COVID hit, it's kind of when everyone got laid off. In being in Victoria and Melbourne, Australia, there was a massive lockdown here. I think we had the world's largest lockdown. So in that period of time, I spent almost a year studying crypto with like 5 computer screens in front of me, a phone, watching YouTube tutorials. So the people like Crypto Dad I started off with, who was like very, very blatantly, he explained stuff for pretty much noobs, as you could call us, and just worked my way up from there. I came into Telegram, joined a couple of groups and meme coins, all that sort of stuff, and yeah, got rugged a couple of times, made a bit of money here and there, and got promoted as a community. Well, actually, I was on the way home from work one day as a chef. I think we opened back up for a period of time at work for like 2 weeks. They let the lockdown released, and I found, as I was going home on the tram, there was like a promotion that if someone got a tattoo of the project, the logo, that they would be rewarded greatly for it. And I'm like, I know a few tattooists, so I was straight on the phone, hit up those tattoo guys, and I'm like, you free. And I actually had to borrow some money off my best friend to get the tattoo done. And then within a couple of hours, I had a tattoo slapped on my ass. So it kind of started my journey into crypto, and then became a community moderator, worked my way up to an admin, worked my way into the core team, and then essentially like they could see the amount of work, the passion, the dedication that I had, and the kind of knowledge as well. So having I've got what's called pervasive developmental disorder. So it's very high on the spectrum, the autism and ADHD spectrum. So I have some personality traits that make me say somewhat different to other people. So that's where all that dedication, commitment, work ethic, morals, all that sort of stuff I think comes from. And then became a team kind of leader and worked alongside a few really good, decent people at the start that taught me a lot. Like I've got to take my hat off to a few people. I won't mention their names here because some of them aren't around anymore and some of them were kind of malicious actors, but they did teach me a lot. And then worked up my way up. Was like kind of running some projects. A lot of them didn't take off. They didn't get off the ground, but I was able to run some team meetings. And then we launched Baked Beans in November 2021 as a team collaborative effort. It wasn't just myself. There's about 10 or 12 of us. And it kind of took off. It was doing okay. It went up to 111 BNB. The reason for that is I actually spoke to some guy from Sydney and was on the phone to him for about an hour and a half, trying to explain to him how it works, what the deal is, all the contract mechanics, everything like that, what miners are, the history, going back to the ETH miners in 2017, the ones that then got taken down by the ETH maxis. And they kind of had a collaborative effort to take all the miners down because they didn't like what they were doing to the space. So then we launched the OG Baked Beans miner on November 9th, 2021, I'm pretty sure, November 7th, around there. And so it took off.
I just want to segue into one thing before you go into that Baked Beans V1 sort of stuff. Like, along this journey, just, what you've said so far, just from the start to now, kind of, was there, like, any sort of secret to make it in crypto? like you have, like what was the biggest secret along that way you think you could offer? Because you obviously stayed, and like you said you made some winnings and some losings, and that's typical, of course, of anyone coming into this space. But just want to know, like, is there any sort of secret you picked up along that way that you can help all
De-
these people listening?
for sure. Dedication. Dedication's the biggest thing in life. If you're
Nice.
dedicated to something, you'll always be able to achieve your goals and your dreams eventually. It's just patience and dedication. I'm not the
Yeah.
most patient person, but crypto did teach me patience. I can tell you that much.
Right. For
Now more
sure.
patient around my daughter and stuff as well. So that'll be the two main things. And it's what I try and educate my community on now is definitely the reason for doing a project like this as well is just the commitment, the dedication, and the patience. Nothing's going to come to you quickly, but the harder you work at it and the longer you work at it, the more you'll receive at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
that's definitely the secret,
Well
but that's just
said,
the
for
tip of the
sure.
iceberg.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that way as well. Consistency and dedication all kind of go hand in hand. And I love to hear that, as that's a good secret that, people can see. If you do want to make it in this space, you just have to be dedicated and have some commitment for sure. But yeah, back to history of Baked Beans V1 and like how that one succeeded as the first project.
Yeah, for sure. So as I mentioned just a bit earlier, it cut off. Sorry, it took off on November 7th or 9th. I can't remember the exact date to be honest, but it was a collaborative effort between a few people from a previous project. And then after a few weeks, as I said, I spoke to a guy from Sydney, and he ended up depositing 65 BNB into the contract. And due to that effect of one person having such an impact on the TVL, it then sort of went all the way back and started to drop. It dropped all the way back to 9 BNB, but during that time it was dropping, they could see the work that I was putting in, who I was trying to onboard, like and the marketing I was trying to get done, trying to put ads here and do this and get Twitter at the time running and Facebook, all of that sort of stuff. I was shilling it everywhere because I kind of like as a degen shiller at that time. So it actually got given to me essentially by the team. They were always like, "Yeah, we don't want it. You can have it. Like it's your project now." So I was like, "Oh, sweet, no worries." And then it took. So that was about the middle of December that it was solely left in my hands, and I was like kind of grateful, extremely grateful now. At the time, I didn't realize what had actually happened or what it could do for me and for the people around me. And then it took a little while. It took until middle of January, and we are just like, how can we get this to work? How can we get this to work? And so MJ was the first moderator I ever hired, who's now with us. He's a part of the core team. He's like a very essential part of the cog to the project. He we went onto YouTube, and this girl from Spain by the name of I'm gonna forget her name. Challenge me, bro. If you give me a second. She had done a video for us, and it was just a short YouTube video, and it took off. We went up to like 30 BNB, and then someone else did another video, and we hadn't actually paid for that. And I'm like, oh, this YouTube stuff, this is going to work. So then we had a little bit of money come into the marketing wallet, and then I targeted some smaller YouTubers. So people like Yo Crypto Rock, Mr. FOMO, a couple of the smaller YouTubers, and before we
Yeah,
knew
I
it,
do remember them.
so before it took off, essentially, I'd also done in the past. I'd done a few drop shipping websites, learned some kind of the algorithm behind social media and things like that as well during the COVID times. So it wasn't just crypto I was working on. It was like kind of trying to create my own business, but then ended up in crypto due to this reason. And then I was able to manage to break the algorithm on YouTube. So with the referral system, with how it actually operated, people could see how much money they were actually making, and kind of was like a money printer essentially. So we were able to pay some of them. We didn't pay a lot of them. A lot of them actually did it off their own back due to the referral system, the beans rewards that they were getting, the amount of income that they were making. And then it went up to a few hundred BNB, like 100, 200. Kind of took back a little bit. And before we knew it, we just couldn't stop it. It was literally like a snowball just rolling down a hill. The money was flowing in so steadily. It was absolutely extravagant. And that was at about the end of January. So it took nearly 2 months for it to actually take off properly. By that stage, then as well, there was a lot of other forks happening in the contract because they could see what was happening and a lot of scams and rugs going on, which is it's actually very sad to hear and a detrimental effect to the DeFi space.
Yeah, actually, I
Um,
want to say right now we are seeing that starting to happen again, just like last time. So I do warn all my listeners and anyone in here, be careful because there's a lot of copycats trying to come out with the same formula that Baked Beans has created here.
Yeah, I've actually had at least a dozen people reach out to me asking for a collaborative effort for me to help promote their projects
Oh
because they can
wow.
see the pulling power.
They want
And
you
I'm
to
literally,
promote the copycats.
yeah.
That's
So
hilarious.
and some of them actually work for some pretty big companies. So I'm declining all of them. There's a
Oh
reason for
wow.
that, is because I care too much for my community, and we are building an ecosystem. So that in that
Yeah.
sense, I'm not prepared to destroy what I've created here, and this project will last a long time. So it's now about educating everyone about how we can go about the best way forward. But
100%.
yeah, back to the story on the
Yeah,
baked
go ahead.
beans. If you, that's all right. We then ended up with the contract. It was immutable, so we weren't able to fix it or change it or do anything like that. But there was a lot of suggestions that were coming from the community that we always take on board, whether they be constructive or they be negative or positive. We always listen to them. They're always discussed behind the scenes as well. So we listened to everyone, and they're like, "You got to have some injection from the TVL, and you got to try and sustain it, and all this sorts of stuff." So we then launched the BCT token, so the Bean Chart token. The reason for being BCT was to try and get people to accidentally buy it instead of Bitcoin and get all the degens into that way. So the ticker was BCT instead of BTC,
Oh yeah.
and actually, yeah. So there's a little bit of mind manipulation, a little bit of tricks there. So it kind of did work because it was one of the fastest selling pre-sales on Pink Sale. I think still in history as well. We sold out. I think was it 500 BNB in about like 3.5 seconds. So it was absolutely bonkers. Then we were manually injecting the TVL through the through some of the taxations of the token, and then further development we had the staking for the BCT as well. So that kind of held a steady floor for the token. And then the buys and sells, they were all manually injected into the TVL, which is obviously quite difficult as a project owner to, and not being KYC, not having proper audits and stuff like that is quite difficult to get the community's trust and everyone to follow along and kind of abide by the system that we were trying to create. And then while we were still hot, we then launched Toasted AVAX. Like people were requesting a different chain, a different network, and that did quite well as well. There was a few issues with the contract as well there, same as the Baked Beans version 1. As you all saw, that it went up to quite, it still holds the record of 35,566.7, I think, BNB to be exact. And I swear the TVL was 15.4 million US dollars, but when you go back and check, it sits around $14.4 million, and which is absolutely huge for a minor project like that to reach what it did. I was completely blown away. It took a lot of effort. I was waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning to do AMAs, really having a detrimental effect on my family, my mental health, and everything like that. But it was my passion, it was my desire, and I could see how many people it was making happy. So the Toasted AVAX came along, and we launched that as well, and that was quite successful. But then obviously with the community and the way sort of DeFi became at that stage, being in the bear market, it became quite toxic very quickly. I had an attack on my life at near that stage as well. So someone actually tried to kill me. I had to rush out of the house, and while someone was wielding a machete, and
Oh my goodness.
sorry, I might get a little bit emotional. I had to stay quite close to the house to make sure that the mother of my child and the other two kids that he was the father of were safe. And I called the cops and knew exactly what to say to them to get them there as quick as I could. So I said he had a gun. I said that there was the chance that he had a gun, that he was wielding a weapon. They were there very quickly, but it was pretty horrific. He smashed my computer. He smashed my screens. He smashed my TV. He smashed my whole everything up. And I then had to move from New South Wales back to Victoria. It took a lot out of me, and obviously the project, I wasn't able to be there for the project, let the community down and let the team down. So taking 4 to 6 weeks off had a negative impact on the whole ecosystem and the project that we had created. But then I came back and I tried to have the strength to rebuild it and to do everything possible to see it succeed. We had a new website up in a couple of days for the Bakehouse. Well, we actually developed, so we ended up, instead of being the Baked Beans project, we became the Bakehouse project during the Toasted AVAX and the BCT token, and became the Bakehouse ecosystem. because we were going to keep developing and creating. But with the community and the way it had become, there just wasn't a way to reinvigorate them. It was quite toxic. There'd been whales that were banned. There'd been the chat that it was just extremely difficult to try and even rebuild it. So ultimately, after onboarding K-Thanks as a co-founder, we had very tough back and forth emails and decisions, but I had some advice from some outside crypto people, in real life business people, very successful people, and they gave me some advice on how to handle it. And I took on that advice and I dealt with it behind the scenes, and we came to a kind of an agreement, disagree to agree, you'd say. It didn't end as amicably as I would have liked, unfortunately, as we'd become quite close, K-Thanks and I. And I left the project in his hands, essentially, and moved on myself. It was quite a hard decision to make. I then took a little bit of time off from developing, making projects, but was still active in communities, still working my way around the space and learning. That was the biggest thing. It was still being active and showing that I was still there. And then last year, in January, December, actually, between Christmas and New Year, so the year before, we launched BB version 2. So that was with myself, Corby, and Mr. FOMO as the marketer. With that, Jack T from Phosphakes, a big shout out to him as well. Still had a chat with him the other day, and he's still around the space, so he's watching. I wish him well and his family. And we launched BB version 2 with what's called the has-been tax and a few things that we thought would sustain the TVL and invigorate people to come back. They saw that it was Kratos leading it with a different team and all that sort of stuff, and we tried to improve everything in the best way, shape, and form. But again, this is so difficult for people to realize and understand, and I want to try and make this point here. Is we did everything we could to ensure the safety of that contract, but due to some bad actors, they'd gotten in quite early and manipulated the CA so that they could drain it, and quite quickly as well. So with that, I came out on a Sunday evening, I'm pretty sure, and did an AMA, and literally was too honest. And this is why I say sometimes I'm too honest. And said that I wouldn't be marketing this anymore, because due to the fact of what I just mentioned, is that it's really not. It's only going to be positive for a couple of people, and those couple of people I knew kind of who they were, and I didn't want that to happen. I didn't also wanted to make sure the community was cared for and catered for. And in that sense, I was way too honest. And within 24 hours, that TVL was drained. And it was one of the biggest mistakes I think I made in crypto, apart from the failed pre-sale last year on the meme token. So I won't be doing any meme tokens. I'm going to show you that. I think I'll stick to miners because that's what I'm good at. And then I came as last year, as I said, tried to do the meme token, and that's where I finally hit the wall. I actually had to take a 6-month break from crypto. So I took the 6-month break. Spent some time with my daughter. I actually shattered my heel last year, and that was quite bad. So I was actually bedridden for a few weeks. Had to move back from Thailand as well. I moved to Thailand to try and reinvigorate my life, I suppose, after all the trauma and stuff I'd experienced over the past couple of years. And then moved back to Australia. Became a single full-time father about 13 and a half months ago, and that's when the darkest period of my life occurred. So I went through a pretty dark hole that I've been trying to dig myself out of for an extremely long period of time. But with the help of MJ, who reached out to me pretty much on a daily basis, he was able to bring me back in a way that just the positivity, the faith in God, and just the passion that he had for me, and the love that he provided and showed. So I'm actually doing this for him, to be honest.
MJ,
I'm doing it for me as well,
an
but for
absolute
him.
legend. I'll say that too. Like, since the Baked Beans V1 too, he's always reached out to me, and we've kept in touch. And I think he's an absolute legend as well.
He's one of the nicest guys anyone can ever meet. Sorry.
Yeah. So what got you to start another one? Like, how were you able to recover from this? Because like I was saying at the start of this, it's very emotionally draining to be into the whole crypto ecosystem when there's people, like, so much emotions and so much negativity as well can be brought out of it. It's very difficult for some people to recover from that. How were you able to?
it's not the worst thing I've been through in my life. I'm not going to delve
Yeah,
into all my
yeah.
personal stuff, but let's just say I suffer from major PTSD. So I kind of know
Okay.
where I'm at mentally wise, and with the support of certain people in my life, I was able to seek out the help and
Yeah.
talk to them. And that's what I advise anyone going through mental health issues. Just talk. Just literally find someone and talk to them. Even if you don't want advice, you don't want to listen, even reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to be your ear, the shoulder to cry on, the shoulder to lean on, anything. I'm more than happy just to listen. If you don't want advice, anything like that. But there are people out there, there are good people out there that will help you. Mental health is one of the biggest things that affect people in this day and age, and there's not enough done about it. So I found talking to people, having the support of a few very good people in my life, and one of them being MJ. Within a couple of weeks, within 4 weeks of actually announcing kind of to ourselves that we would do another project, and onboarding Captain Bourbon, or 5-star General Bourbon as I call her now, and then Blaise as well on the background helping. We were able to get the contract written and all developed, the kind of the little everything it takes to develop a project done in 4 weeks. And then we stealth launched.
Wow,
We
that's pretty
stealth
fast.
launched Baked Beans Reloaded. It is actually. So I was quite surprised. It's like 4 weeks to the day, I'm pretty sure exactly. So yeah, we stealth launched Baked Beans Reloaded, and it's become with some extremely, I think, which is one of the smartest EVM smart contracts that have been written in recent history, at least. There's not many you actually find that are as decent as this, and the way we're able to grow the TVL with the even number of holders at the start, the spread of the wallets, there's a slow growth that we've been seeing, except for the weekends, which is standard, right? So every weekend you might see that the TVL drops a little bit. It happened last weekend, it's happening this weekend. So rest assured, that's fine. Like I actually am laughing because I think it's pretty funny. Take your girlfriend out, go touch the grass, go spend some money on your kids. Like that's absolutely fine. But come back during the week and help support the project. That's all I ask, because that's what we're here to do, is create longevity and sustainability, as much sustainability as possible for the long run. And yeah, we stealth launched, and it pissed a lot of people off because they didn't know. They didn't get in late. I literally announced it probably 2 hours before we were actually launching in the Alpha Wales group. Some people were asleep. They actually didn't get in from the Alpha and Wales group.
I woke up late.
Um,
I'll attest
yeah,
to that, man. I was like 4 or 5 hours late, I think.
yeah. So we did this purposely because I'd been through so much, and I knew that we needed to do it the way we did it to provide for everyone equally. So that's why you've seen such a slow and steady growth. And we did raise a few things here, like the taxes and things like that, because with the BB version
Yeah.
1 and
Yeah.
Toasted AVEX, there
Like,
was not,
what did you
the
learn
money
from
came
the
from
old
marketing.
miner, right? Like, because that's super important. I'm sure you guys learned
So
so much, right?
100%. So marketing is one of the biggest things. It's only with everyone. They all know that around the world at the moment, the inflation for everything, like for food, for gas, for clothes, for every single thing you're purchasing, the
Yeah.
government is taxing to a massive
2x in
degree.
the
Right?
last year.
So
It's crazy.
we had to raise the taxes here. The most of the money for the marketing and things like that for the Bakehouse ecosystem actually came from like the token launch, from the liquidity raised there, a little bit through the taxes, because the taxes were quite minimal, and just the amount of money that we raised in the TVL. It was lucky that we actually got that much, that we were able to be able to market it the way we did. But with this one, we've actually raised the fees to then be able to reach out to bigger and better people. As you've seen, we've been written up on Cointelegraph, Binance Square. We've onboarded like some YouTubers that are quite big. Been able to spend $15,000 in the TikTok marketing campaign. And that's the biggest one that we had to change, because with any project, if you don't have funds, you can't push it. So the money is being stored and spent as wisely and strategically as possible, from everything that I've learned, from everything that everyone else has learned in the team. So it's not just me providing the marketing efforts. There's a collaborative effort between everyone. So we're all going through and taking on recommendations. We're vetting projects and teams and all that sort of stuff that we'll collaborate with. We're vetting all the YouTubers highly. Like Enjoy, you know this. Like I've got the vidIQ. It's like a platform for YouTube, which actually gives you like people. So when you watch a video, it gives you your SEO score. So and the keywords and tags and all that sort of stuff, so that we can ensure that the people that we're onboarding are actually going to be useful. And I think one might be in this chat, and it's a
Yeah, I
new
was
guy to
gonna
me.
say they're
Yeah,
calling it out
Smoke
in the
Lamb.
chat.
He's in the chat, so I'm
We
going to give him a
here.
shout out as well. Like,
We here,
yeah,
bro.
bro. He's a very, very good guy. So I had just appreciated him and said that in our DMs. We've been talking
Yeah,
constantly,
he's
and
got great
I've been taking
videos.
on
Definitely.
yeah, been taking on his advice as well, because he's also run some projects and been around projects for a long time, been in the crypto space and has a vast knowledge base. So it's people like that that we want involved, we want close, and that we're going to keep close because they're bringing in new users, new investors, and essentially that's what we need to do, and that's what we're going to do as well. Like you've got some other YouTubers that haven't really announced it yet, but they're going to be coming on board this week. We're just waiting for them to deliver their videos. You've also got like the Certic audit KYC badge. So I'd find me another project, a minor project that has done a KYC badge with Certic. Like I don't think there's any. I'm pretty sure if they find out who I am as well, 99% of the countries in the world would lock me up for a very, very long time because this is very anti-government, this platform.
Yeah, Certic is huge though. Like I want you to talk about this. Like talk about your vision for Baked Beans Reloaded and how it fits kind of into the broader cryptocurrency ecosystem. Because to be honest, like to get a Certic audit for something like us, even the Cointelegraph article is kind of like a new thing, right? Like that's not something we've seen before.
No, it isn't. And to be honest, I was actually quite surprised. I did get warned by the PR, my representative, that there's a possibility the article won't be published on
Oh, really?
Cointelegraph. And I'm like, that's fine. I just want you to try anyway. Like, it's my dream. And he's like, no worries, bro. Like,
That's
I'll get it done.
so
And
interesting.
within 24 hours, he had it done. I was like, what? And he sent me the link, and I'm like, no way. I broke down. I was literally in awe. I was absolutely stunned with what had happened. It
I
was a
mean, if
dream
they
of mine,
promoted
and
Luna and we couldn't get promoted, come on.
yeah, right.
Like,
That's funny. So yeah, it's a big achievement, and as well with Certic, it as well. Again, it's for the safety and assurance of all the new users that we're onboarding and the people that we already have on board. And to as again, Smokealem's the one that suggested that. I'd been thinking about it anyway, and I'd brought it up in the team chat, and they're like, "Nah, it's not worth it." I'm like, I actually went behind their backs and did it anyway, just due to the fact I knew what it's going to do for the project. Once we get the Certic badge and the KYC done, and it's posted on their website, and we can have it on our DApp, it's going to be amazing to see what it can actually do. So yeah, it's a risk, but I think it's a risk worth taking. I did get the guy down a substantial amount of money. One of my other fellow developers friends, he's like, oh bro, like I don't think you should have paid for the certificate. Like, do you mind asking how much you paid? And I'm like, bro, I paid this much. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, man, I said this and I said this, and I'm not going to tell you my secrets from what I did, because then everyone's going to go and do it. But I actually got him down by about 50% off the price. So
yeah, wow,
I do
true
have,
hustler.
I'm very, yeah, I do hustle hard, and that's just for the benefit of saving money to be able to spend it elsewhere. Do you
Well,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
we
Like
need
that's
that in a
now,
CEO. You know, I'm not gonna like try to point you out, but that's something you need in a business for some head up to actually want to save money. That's how it ends up making the business have more options, right? Like you said, now you have more options to do with that fund. So it's really cool to hear that. You know, that's what I wanted to hear is like, how are you going to take this project to the next level, right? Like you have a future vision for it and you want to take it for a long period of time, like some even say 19 years. But like, you know, what's the next level, right? What's going to take this project to that next level?
oh, yeah, the first step's obviously the Certic stuff. So that's the next step, and I'm just waiting kind of for that to be released and to have all the information done. And then I have a massive shock alpha coming. So the Whales and Alpha group knows what that is. Actually, Smoke Lemon, you know what that is as well. So there's a couple of people that know, and it's going to be a bit of a shock factor. So it's a shock factor alpha. It's going to create some virality. Is that the right word? Can you actually say virality?
I'm not sure. Let
Um,
me check.
um, and I firmly believe that what's going to happen is we are going to start to trend just due to what I'm going to do. Now, it's actually quite gross. I'm not gonna say too much because I want it to be a shock to everyone, and you're gonna be quite amazed. You're gonna think I'm actually crazier than what I sound, and I do think I am slightly crazy, but I try to keep it under wraps. There are certain marketing tactics that I've got as well coming that are very strategic, very well planned. The people that I've connected with, and the people that I'll continue to connect with are very high level people. Then they're not just your average Joes. I never thought I'd talk to some of these people in my life, and now that I'm actually able to have the capabilities of doing it, I'm in awe, and it's driving me to actually push harder and further. So with that as well, the marketing funds are now going to be spent on acquiring and making sure that we get these deals signed over the line as we move forward, because as we all know, nothing's cheap now. You've got these people, they've raised their prices by double, triple than what they were when I first got into crypto. Like, people used to charge $100, $200 for a video. Now they're literally asking for $2,000-$3,000 for one video. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. I'll go out and get a YouTuber that I know has 150, 250,000, a million subs, and pay them 30, 40, 50K, because I know they're going to bring real revenue into the project, and they're going to help everyone out. They will actually educate their communities, the people, and not just everyone and anyone, with the smaller YouTubers. So I'm being very strategic and analyzing a lot of data. So you might see now that I do have like tracking links on nearly every single link that we have on our socials. The YouTubers have social link tracking links as well that I can check on the data. And again, Smoke Lem, like your referral link's gone crazy. He's already had like 400 clicks, I think, last time I checked. So it's these people that we will continue to use. So everything I do is done via data and analytics, and the way the DApp's designed, there's all marketing tricks behind that. The way everything's worded, there's marketing tricks behind that. It's literally everything I've been told, whether it's been good or bad, I've taken it on board over the years and put it all together in one package now. And that's me literally now running the marketing because of what I've learned. I don't need essentially a marketer. I just need people to help me out in reaching out to people, and then I can get the deals across the line. And so that's how I'm going about stuff. So just strategically and methodically.
That is very
And
smart.
as you guys have seen, it is paying off. There's been literally, I think, 5-star General Bourbon shared some photos the other day, and you can see just by the chart and the statistics that we have seriously grown each and every day. So there's nothing to worry about, and everything's working the way it should be.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that comes to a point that I wanted to make as well, that, you are kind of really laying it down for a lot of, like you said, the community and the people involved on the team, because you already know how to do this stuff. So how would you say the community can get involved, so that they can take part in, assisting the eco and assisting the next era that you see in your vision, so that we can make this last, like we were saying, 19 years if possible, to the moon, right?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go further than the moon.
Yeah.
It's all about how do I word this? It, with the community, I'm just trying to educate everyone on how one of these projects can actually last, and it being worthwhile to themselves, to not be too greedy too quick. So if you're too greedy too quick in anything in life, it ends up having a detrimental effect on yourself and the people around you. If you become just try and have a little bit more patience and a little bit more dedication, like I mentioned earlier, you'll actually see the fruitful success of what you're actually trying to do and trying to achieve. So it's playing the game, essentially. It's a gamified system. You've got your referrals. The referrals are the biggest thing here. What you want to do is share your referrals far and wide, everywhere you can, because what that's doing is actually creating more wealth for you and for the project as a whole. So I can continue, and we as a team continue, and as a community, because the community, it all begins with you guys. Like, we can only do a certain amount. It lays down to the community helping the project and the project helping the community. It's a collaborative effort. And that's why I am kind of harsh in some ways, but I'm also very nice in a lot of other ways. When people are supportive and all that sort of stuff, man, I'm all ears. Like, but when people can come and be negative and have a detrimental effect upon the community and things like that, I'll come down like a ton of bricks, because it's needed. You kind of need to have that narcissistic trait. So sharing the referrals is the biggest one. It's so simple to make a QR code. There's Canva, which is a free app, or your website or a desktop or anything like that. You can jump on Canva, type in your referral, and it prints you out a QR code straight into your colors. I think I just got a little bit. Am I still here?
Yeah, I hear you. Yep.
Yeah, just my microphone just cut off. I might close a couple of windows. Sorry. The referral is the biggest one. You want to literally be sharing your referral as far and wide as possible. So yeah. Am I still here?
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Oh, you went a little quiet though.
And I'm just going to close a couple of windows. I've got, because I'm such a busy man, I literally have like 25 windows open.
That's all good.
No. Hello? All good?
Yep, yep.
Am I still, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, the referral is the biggest one. So with the referrals, you do get 10% of whatever anyone invests in your bean count. And again, with the contracts, we've changed the mechanics slightly so that it goes straight to your bean count, not to your rewards. So if someone invests one BNB, you get 10% of that one BNB into your bean count. So the more people that you bring on, the more people that you share it with, friends, and I'm cutting it in and out. Just the more people that you share it with, the better it is for yourself and for the community. And with the referrals, and this is something I haven't mentioned, which I'll drop now. It's actually like a stealth down referral system. So when you share your referral to the second person down, they're going to share their referral. Then the next person's going to share their referral. The next person's going to share their referral. When they bake, you'll get 10%. And when they rebake, you'll get 1%. So that the person that comes in last on that referral, it's going up the line. So yes, it is kind of like an MLM, a multi-level marketing tactic, but it does work. And with the way that the education behind the community and everyone following the passive income, the 6-to-1 ratio, and having a healthy habit, it will last and it can succeed. And that's something I need to hammer into the community as much as possible in the team, and to help provide everything I can. All the information is all there, and I'll keep continually saying it because it's needed for people to come in to understand how this works and to keep it around for a long time. I've done this before. I'll do it again. My aim, and not my aim, we are going to beat our all-time high, whether it is dollar value or whether it's the BNB. We will beat it. I don't think, honestly, we will beat 35,560 BNB, but I do think we'll beat our TVL, the dollar value of the TVL. So beating $15 million is easily achievable, especially with BNB price going up. The retail investors coming back into crypto over the next few months, and they're the people now I'm sort of targeting as well. I want to bring in the retail people. I was able to do it with the first OG baked beans, and they're the people that you guys should be kind of, if you see a passive income YouTuber and it's someone you watch outside of crypto, share your referral link there. Like, do you know what I mean? It's these people that want to make money, how to make money online. These people, like, a project like this, it's so simple to use. It is 3 clicks to, once you got the BNB in your wallet, which is pretty easy for people to kind of get their hands around on Binance or on Coinbase, whether you are around the world. You can send BNB to a decentralized wallet and then invest with 3 clicks. And then you jump into the community and be active, be positive, and literally you'll see the rewards grow over time. Yeah, that's honestly the biggest thing the community can help out with. The rest of it, the marketing, all that sort of stuff, I've got under control. I always take on constructive criticism in the nice way, but if you are kind of negative, then you might get pushed aside a little bit. So I hope that
Yeah,
answers the question
understandable,
suffice.
right? Yeah. No, that's a great, I think, a great way to explain kind of where the vision is and how anyone can take part and support this project so that, we can all see this ecosystem, like you say, start to develop and really flourish. Especially like, with this upcoming market that we see, I think a lot of people know that prices are going to go up high. And just on that factor alone, I think definitely going to raise good projects up with it, like baked beans. So we're going to actually reach out, I think, at this point to the crowd to
I
get
will.
some questions if
That's
you
all right.
want to do that.
I will just add that we are creating an
Okay.
ecosystem. So I have released a little bit of information, maybe in a couple of other chats people might have seen. So there is a token coming. We're just finalizing some of the finer details. That was actually released secretly via the article, the Cointelegraph article, which people didn't pick up on straight away. And I'm like, have you guys read the article? And then someone's like, a token's coming. And I'm like, bam, there you go. There's that's going to help inject some funds into the TVL. There's obviously the merchandise store that's continually getting updated. We're going to be working on the personalized merchandise as well, so you can literally join in a separate channel, share your referral link, and we can get QR codes printed on T-shirts, and you can buy a T-shirt that way. So you can literally be a walking billboard. And so the more people that come on board and do that and purchase as well, that money is getting fed back into the TVL. So one, you're helping the TVL, and two, you're actually walking around the billboard, and they're going to be kind of memeable t-shirts, hoodies, hats, shoes, all that sort of stuff. So you're going to have access to then be able to help promote easily with something that's attractive. And that's the thing, is permanent marketing. So YouTube's a permanent marketing. Things like calls and call channels and things like that aren't permanent. They get washed out so quickly. Press releases, walking billboards, as I call them, like people that are going to walk around. I know I've got one. It should hopefully be here this week, because I made one up a couple of weeks ago and ordered it. Obviously on the wrong side of the world, and being down under, it takes ages for stuff to get here sometimes. There's everything's being worked on, and maybe multi-chain, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. But just know that everything's being done so that we can survive for as long as possible, and it's just now about the education about providing passive income for a long period of time, for as long as we can, 19 years.
Yeah, let's go for it. Right on. No, that's good to hear, and definitely take all those things into consideration here. Let's see if we got any questions, if you're ready for that part.
Yeah, of course. There's Ryan, actually, he has his hand up.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Ryan, you just got to unmute, maybe?
Yeah, I got it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, who can I talk to about getting a design? I want to actually get a sticker on my car and get it and put like a QR code on there. That's something I'm actually thinking about doing.
Sweet. So we will have the store, or the channel for the store, up and running over the next, say 48 hours. And then you'll be able to jump in there. I'll make an announcement. You'll be able to jump in there and provide your referral link. And our graphic designer, Gianni, who's been working absolutely tirelessly. I don't know how he manages to have 3 kids and do all the work that he gets hammered with on a daily basis, but he's doing an amazing job. He's going to be the one that is going to kind of get the personalized merchandise ready and up and running. And then you'll have a separate kind of link where you can go and click on, and you can just buy it straight from there. So we know it's you that's bought it, or your personalized link, all that sort of jazz. So it won't be in the main store. You'll actually be sent to your own personal store, and you can just purchase that one item. And if you wanted several items, we can produce those several items for you as well.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds good. Thanks, man.
No worries. That's a good question. And I appreciate you wanting to help promote the project like that. It's amazing.
Yeah, really awesome. Definitely want to see some pictures of that when you get it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, definitely will. I was just like thinking, like, it's like free traffic, so why not? So let's do it.
Maybe I might even get one for my car too. I just actually got a car the other day for the first time since I've been back in Australia.
Oh,
so
nice. Yeah.
why not?
I think it's genius. I really think so. So
right.
yeah.
I'm actually going to order some stickers this week, and I'm probably going to go around and start putting them on every single bank ATM I can find. That was a thing in the team chat the other day. It's like, let's go put stickers on bank ATMs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, right. Like, earn 8% a day. What? Like,
yeah, they're getting 0.8% a year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
if you're lucky.
I mean, I'm literally driving every day. I do Uber, so
Oh, nice.
I'm on the road all day. Yeah.
Whereabouts? What city are you in?
Yeah, I'm in Tucson, Arizona, USA.
Oh.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Let's get it done for you then.
Cool.
Right on. It looks like we got another hand raised here. Small LM.
Smoke. So I learned his name the other day. It's Smokel M.
Smokel M.
Yeah, Smokel M. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. You just got to.
I think I said it right.
Hey Andy, thanks for having me. Hey Kratos, how you doing? The name is a pain. It's like Smoke Helm, so it's like hard to pronounce. Sorry about that. Y'all can call me Marcel. I'm fully documented everything, so we're all good about that. I wanted to say, you were just mentioning like the QR code on bank ATMs. I did say I'd send $20 to whoever puts their QR code on a bank, like tapes a piece of paper on a bank or something. I'll up it to 50. So whoever
I'll add 50 to that as well. I know I might take the prize because I'm having to do it.
You guys heard it here. $100 to the first person to put a sticker, QR code on an ATM.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's honestly funny. I I was gonna say not that I hate banks, but I actually kind of do. That's only on me though. Um, but yeah, I think it would be pretty funny. And like you talked earlier about having something eventually multi-chain, which I think would be huge. We talked about the CertiK audit, which in my opinion is like something that is absolutely huge. Um, I know when I was talking to Legend on Twitter before he actually got in and everything, we did go back and forth over that, and I think everybody's happy about it.
Nice. Yeah, he's actually hit me up in DMs, and I said I'd reply back after this AMA. So I'm looking forward to having a chat with him and answer any questions he's got as well. And I do that if you come at me and with an investment and stuff like that into baked beans and want to know a little bit more, then I'm obviously going to help provide that information as much as possible to let people know kind of what's going on and the developments being made, especially the bigger investors, because you got to try and keep them as happy as possible so that they don't ruin the project for any certain people. Like, I want to care for everybody, but there's certain people that definitely need to be cared for a little bit more. And not everyone is looked after, but there's definitely some people that find out stuff a little bit sooner than others and all that sort of stuff, so that yeah, they're enticed to keep coming along the journey with us all.
Yeah, I think it makes 100% sense. And yeah, as I said like 2 minutes ago, I'm upping it to 50. Kratos just said he'd up it to 52. So anybody who puts their baked beans QR code, and there's a guide in the Telegram, guys, in order to learn how to use Canva to generate your own QR code. Whoever tapes that on a bank is making $100. It legit takes what, 3 minutes while you're getting home from work. You stop by, you post it on a bank, take a pic, send it to us. Obviously, don't get seen, but
It's pretty funny, to be honest. I can't wait to see who's going to do it first.
I think it'll be funny.
And as well,
really funny.
You'll make $100 from us, right? And then imagine if like 10 people clicked on it and they all invested $1,000. That's $10,000. You're making 10% of that. You made another $100. Like, it's not that hard. And then they're going to compound and things like that. So you're only creating more wealth for yourself as well using your own QR code.
Exactly. I mean, I think like probably right now, almost 1/3 of my beans are from referrals. We looked a bit earlier, have a little bit over 1,000 clicks. There's still some videos that should come out on baked beans in the following days, maybe in the following like 2 weeks. But guys, like honestly, if you're into baked beans and you haven't shared your referral link on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, I don't know what you're doing. You guys gotta work for it. We're community. We're all here together, and that's how we're gonna make it big. Slowly building TVL up.
That's it. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, I couldn't say anything better.
Okay, for sure.
Right.
Anyways, I
Yeah,
just wanted to
appreciate
pop in
that.
and say hi, and you guys have a good one.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate
Thanks,
you
you
jumping
too,
in.
man.
And thanks for the support.
For sure.
Yeah, looks like we got James got his hand up here. I'll let you speak. Just got on mute.
Hey, sorry, I'm just coming in from outside, so I can't speak, but it's all good.
No worries. Yeah, we can take your question in a minute here. Unless, how are we doing here? Do we want to wrap it up pretty soon, or?
No, let's keep it going. If there's a few more questions, like I like to keep them to an hour. Excuse me.
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm kind of getting a little bit sick. I do like to keep them around an hour, so we do have 10 minutes. We do have some giveaways as well. Like, I've donated
Yeah.
0.5 BNB from the marketing wallet to do some giveaways. But if any of the team members are here as well, I know I can see MJ, I can see Prem Crypto, I can see Tengen. I'm finally saying your name properly, bro. Yeah, if you guys want to jump in and say anything as well, feel free. Like, it's because this is a collaborative effort. And MJ, I really wouldn't mind. I know it's very early where you are. You probably can't talk, but yeah, again, I don't know if you heard the start. You mean a lot to this project and a lot to me, so thank you. Yeah, did you want to maybe we'll just do the first one, do a spin wheel and a duck race. We're going to give away like 0.5 BNB, and when James is ready, Tricorium, when he's ready, he can ask away.
Oh, okay. One sec here.
Do you know how to do the duck races and stuff?
I've never done the duck race one, actually.
I think I'll send you the link quickly if you give me a sec.
Does it like connect to the chat here, or?
So you just share your screen. Let me give you the link.
Okay.
So here's a link for. Okay. It's just a bit like there's obviously ads and stuff like that. Where is it? Race timers.
Yeah, I was just trying to add all the names out of the YouTube and the Telegram.
There's like a
here.
random name picker and stuff. I'll send you a link and you can choose which games you want to play. Have you already got it?
Let me check here.
I'll send you the link anyway, just so you got it right in front of you. There you go, bro.
Oh yeah, that's the same as what I'm doing. I just gotta add. I gotta finish adding the names.
How do we enter this, or do we just wait?
Oh, MJ wants to say something. Hold on one second. Yeah, your name's in there, Ryan. MJ,
Oh, okay,
you can
cool.
speak.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for the AMA. Andy, you're doing a great job. It's 4 in the morning right now. I just woke up just for your AMA. And thank you, Kratos, for doing everything you're doing. Thank you so much, guys.
Bro, that's so legendary. Oh my goodness, you're up at 4 a.m. Thank you so much.
And no sleep for the wicked, hey. You've got
You can
raw
see
bean as well.
dedication there, right? What's that?
Yeah, I've actually had
raw bean. Okay.
I think maybe that's why I'm getting a little bit sick. Is just I'm being run
Off
down,
schedule.
doing 18 to 20-hour days, and
Oh, wow.
it is quite tiring. But I need to do this to sustain what's going on at this point in time. I will take a proper day off once we get to a certain point and I feel comfortable with where we're at. But that's not yet.
Yeah, for sure. Robin, you can
Hey
speak.
guys, yeah, I'm pretty excited about this project. I have even changed my name from Robin to Robin. Like,
That's bullish, yeah.
supporting the team.
Did you have any questions or?
No.
Well, appreciate your support, man. Okay, I'm almost done getting these names into this wheel.
Nice. There you go. So James has got his hand back up. He's obviously inside and
Oh, nice.
ready to ask.
Let's
as
get
well.
him on there.
Sorry
Go
about
ahead,
that, guys.
James. Yeah, no worries.
Hey, the listing for the token. What was I hearing rumors about Binance, or what's the start there?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
exchange did Exodus? Yeah.
So that's what we're figuring out. This day and age, there used to be fine having a taxed coin, right? You used to have no issues launching a taxed coin. But nowadays, people don't generally ape into taxed coins. So we've got to keep the tax to pretty much zero. With that being said, trying to create revenue for the TVL with a zero tax coin is where the challenge is. So that's what we've just figured out over the last couple of days. That's why it's been slightly delayed, to ensure that what we produce is only going to have a positive effect upon the TVL and upon the ecosystem and everything that we're trying to build here. Yeah, do have connections to a lot of exchanges. I'm not going to mention which ones, but obviously with the people I've met over the period of time I've been in crypto, it's all about just now figuring out and ensuring that the token is adequately manufactured to produce the best outcome for everyone surrounded in baked beans.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Man.
Yeah, there's a lot of thought going into it to ensure the safety for everyone involved, and making sure that as well that will attract new users. As well, again, I'll probably get a KYC and an audit done through the appropriate people for that, the token, because it being a separate entity essentially. I'll do that again, whether it be Certic or not. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see what Certic can bring to us and provide to the table for the miner, and then we'll work from there.
Awesome. So, okay, I think I have all these names into this wheel of names. We can start spinning it now. Let me just see here. I'm just going to get the right screen up for the YouTube. Oh, it's a little laggy. What's going on? for some reason.
I'm gonna show the video in the chat here too.
There we go. Yeah, let me see if I can share the screen here. Okay,
Oh, nice.
you can
Let's
see
go.
that. Okay, so this is everybody that was in either the Telegram or the YouTube. All the names just got put in here. And so we're going to do, I guess we decided 5 draws of 0.1 BNB. And the thing is, if you're on YouTube, you're going to have to put your wallet into the YouTube. Because I can't have, like, sometimes I'll have scammers try to, like, join up with the same name after the fact. So we can't do that. But either way, we'll click the spin here and choose a couple winners, and then we'll get the wallets out after. So we'll do the first one here.
Nice, let's go. Well, good luck to everyone. Oh, the investor.
Oh, the investor. Congrats, the investor. I think this guy was on YouTube. Let me just get this into my notepad here so I don't miss anyone. So first one was the investor. Congrats, guys. So good luck for the next draw here. We'll draw for another 0.1 BNB. And then afterwards, guys, I have a couple giveaways for my Telegram. No way.
It's going to be funny if the investor gets it again. I was going to say you have to take the name out. So
We're going to remove you. Sorry,
you,
buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't click remove on that one. My bad. That's okay. We'll get one more draw out of this. What are the chances?
That happens. It's gonna be horrific.
Miss Priceless. I think this person was also on the YouTube. So if you won on the YouTube, you have to put your wallet address in the YouTube there. And then I'll just pick it up.
Just make sure as well, I've always had issues when you do giveaways like this that you're going to get a lot of scammers and stuff like that. Try and...
Oh, yeah. No, that's why I'm doing this. Like, they have to actually, like, message in the same place. Because if they try to join, like, the Telegram, then sometimes people do that with the same name, right? It's just a scammer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the scammers and fudders are real, man.
Yeah, it's non-stop. It's crazy. I'll remove that one, and then we'll do the third draw for 0.1 BNB.
And then I think one for the best question as well. So I think I know who that was already as well.
Andy, with the England flag. This was actually in the Telegram. Sorry, I just called you Andy England, so it wouldn't get confused with my name. But that guy's in the Telegram, so I know him. That'll be a little easier to deal with. So for the best question here, so we had a few. They're still in the chat, I guess. Which one did you want to go with?
The Uber driver.
Which side?
Arizona.
Oh yeah, that's me, man. Yeah, Ryan.
Arizona, Ryan. Okay,
Yeah,
Ryan, congrats. So 0.1 BNB to you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
No
worries,
worries.
bro. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats, buddy.
Thanks for the support.
No worries. Do I just send the address on here, the TG?
Yeah, if you're in the TG, just I can DM you, but I know who you are, so I'll contact you after this to do that.
Cool beans.
Yeah,
Cool.
cool beans for real.
That's
how we say down
back.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna start bringing back all those good beans. It's been a
cool
minute.
beans
It's been a while.
meme
Been
is-
a while.
Yeah, been a while. I remember all those. Definitely good vibes.
Yeah, I was one of the OGs, man. I was with you, man, back in 2021.
Oh, you
so-
were in the V1 as well.
Absolutely. I think
Nice.
I was like 3 weeks new when you guys first did it, and yeah, I went in with 1 BNB, and wow, changed it, man. That was a huge game changer.
Nice, congrats. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just what people can see from this. Like, you could come in this first couple weeks, and really be quite early to a big wave that can be created by what we know as a trusted team and a based team. So it's good to hear you made good money on the first one too. All right, so how do we want to do this last one then? Just spin the wheel again, or?
No, do a different one. I think the link I sent you, you've got duck races, you've got human races, or like human, you got for the robot things, whatever there. There's a few little options you can choose in there. So I think one of those might be nice. There's swimming ones as well. Just choose one of the random games, I reckon.
Hook a duck? What is that? So do I just put the names? Where do I put the names in here?
So that's what I had to figure out before. It had been a while since I'd done it. So that's one I hadn't seen before. So
I've
you
never used this one.
click,
Oh jeez! Oh god! Oh, it's loud.
Somewhere I'm trying to find it on your screen. Maybe I'll open mine up again and have a look.
I just don't see where the names are here.
So when you go to the games, this is funny. Maybe just go to random name picker. That one's pretty easy. So you got,
Random
the wall
name picker?
or something. Yep. Yeah. You got like the wall of names.
Oh, there it is. Okay, no, I figured it out. I just have to go into
Yep.
the settings. We can do the duck one.
Sorry, I just played one of the games on mine. And I was
The music scared me, so we'll take that off. We'll take that off real quick here. All right, so I'm just gonna copy all these names then. And if it was someone that was already in here, you're not gonna get it again. So just be aware. Okay. Start name picker. And now I just grab a duck, I guess.
You just start. Yeah.
Frem Crypto. There you go. Congrats.
Nice work. Well done, guys. Congratulations. So all those 0.5 BNB prizes will be dispersed shortly. That's right. So Andy's in control of that.
Yeah, 0.1 to 5 people. And then just quickly, I actually have 2 $10 giveaways. I just want to do this live so people don't think I'm not doing it. This was for my last YouTube video. These guys just had to be active. Angelo.
Nice. Whoa.
That was so close.
Yeah.
Remove that one. And then one more time.
Angelo.
Doing a big bonus on this one for you guys. Just because I won some coin flips. Degen behavior.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
Christine,
Yeah.
congrats.
Nice people winning that one.
Alright guys, so unless you have anything else to say, I think that wraps this one up. We've been going for quite a while now. Looks like about an hour or something.
Yeah, 64 minutes I think. So done well to stay on time.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna just remove that.
I appreciate everyone coming in today, and thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. So telling a little bit of my personal story and the background as well is something different. So yeah, as well, again, just look after your mental health. I know how crypto can be quite draining and stuff like that. So if you are feeling it, please reach out to someone. It's important that you look after yourselves. Yeah, but happy being baking to everybody. And yeah, I think it's 9:04 a.m. now here. I've been up pretty much most of the night except for a little nap. I'm gonna go try and get some sleep, and then come back refreshed and get everything done that we need to get done. But I really appreciate you having me on today, Andy. It's been a real pleasure.
Right on. Thank you so much, and appreciate all the words of wisdom that you did assist. Hopefully, someone in this chat. I know that's really my mission. Is if I just help 1 or 2 people to change their lives, that I'm happy. That's enough for me, and I hear that in your words as well. So, really appreciate all your kind words towards everyone. And I do also respect. Keep your mental health at bay, guys. Like, go for a walk. Go appreciate nature. It will really help you get out of a negative headspace once in a while. So, yeah, that having been said, thanks everyone else for tuning into this AMA. And stay tuned to the Baked Beans project because, we're just starting the next leg up here, guys.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Have a good
See
night.
you all soon.
Bye now. Alright, YouTube guys, just saying, if you won on YouTube, you gotta make sure you post up your wallet into this chat. If I don't see your wallet, unfortunately, we're going to forfeit that prize to someone else.